has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the jet sweep, there goes Collins. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the pass. Check 43. Check 3. Check 3. Alert, alert, alert. Alert.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I'll tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and he turns upfield. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Watson. That is incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan. 3rd down here. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A.J. Epinesa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. White now to return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Going to give this one to Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing is Allen on third. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up fourth. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike, 50.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Here we go, dude. Get off the field.
Flushed out right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
All day. 51, Mike 51.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen completes it to Evan Ingram.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
57, Mike. I got one. 57.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Watson. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. On play action, Allen finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check it out, Reed.
Now a toss here. Moss running to the left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Allen off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bills! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. first down. Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On second and goal, Watson, and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Hey, check. Got double tight. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Alert. Shoot.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. 51.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. I got you, son.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen Ingram, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Watson now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Watson on 3rd down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Beasley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I was apt to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. On the check down, it's Ingram. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. He'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. Now they're going to fake it. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
51's the mic.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody. And it's an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will get the crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. Well, the connection there for the touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He dumps it down to Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Watson off play action. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On the option, it goes to Ingram. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. We'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop?
Double tight. 4 down. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with